Clarity on Fire, a podcast for people who know what they don't want out of their life and career, but aren't sure what they'd rather be doing.
In a world where it's easy to exist, but hard to feel alive, we, Kristen
and Rachel,
2 certified life and career coaches, are here to help you cut through the information overload, get unstuck, and focus not just on how you can have a career you're passionate about, but how to create a whole life that feels fulfilling.
So join us here, where we serve up inspiration and down-to-earth wisdom in a way that only 2 best friends can.
We want you to experience the relief of knowing that, yes, you're allowed to want more out of your life and career.
And no, you don't have to wander through the dark anymore. Our job is to light the fire that shows you the way. Let's go. It's the day.
It is the day. It is the first day of a 1-week, I guess technically 8-day promotion that we are doing for the Passion Profile short course. And there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to listen.
It's actually not that much. There's really 2 major things to say. But before I get into what we're offering, which is slightly insane in a good way for you.
We're hesitant.
In an insane way for us. But we're going to try it. The Passion Profile short course, for those of you who are new, you're really going to have your ears perked up to this. So this is our 5-ish hour, totally online, do it yourself, go at your own pace course that you can do in as little as 1 day that helps you get clear on your career direction, chart the intersection between your career and your passion, figure out how you're meant to combine those things so that you can get clear on where you're going in as little as 1 day. So if you're new to Clarity on Fire, if you took the Passion Profile quiz and you really liked your result and you're like, how can I actually apply this to my life? This is what this course is about. What this course is not about, I'm going to say that really clearly too. This course is not actually about finding your passion. It's not about figuring out what your passion is. It's about figuring out how you're meant to combine your career and your passion, which is a really important point.
And it's also the point that my whole blog is about today. So you're going to be hearing why figuring out what your passion is like not even the most important thing. And I know that's the part you want answers to. And I'm telling you, it's not the most important thing.
No, listen to us.
Certainly not the first place that you should be starting.
We've done this for how many years now? How many hundreds of thousands of hours have gone into coaching? I can tell you, the what doesn't matter nearly as much as you think. The how matters a lot. And this is what this course is about. So if you're stuck, if you're overwhelmed, if you have no idea where to start, this is a really good place to start. And I'm going to give you 2 really good reasons why between this Tuesday and next Tuesday, the 21st, you should consider doing this course if you haven't yet. 1, we're giving you $50 off with code MAY anytime between now and Tuesday the 21st.
And 2nd, this is the really crazy part.
This is insanity.
We usually, when we do this, we offer the first handful of people to sign up. We offer them a free coaching call.
We actually said this last week on the podcast, but we've since changed our minds.
Yes, and we usually give maybe 5 to 10. This time, we are giving every single person who signs up for the short course between now and Tuesday the 21st a free hour-long coaching call.
Really, it's almost stupid that I'm doing this. And
we might regret it. We'll likely never do it again. But the reason we want to do it is because it's not totally fair to just reward the people who signed up quickly, because there might be a lot of old circumstances going on. You might live in a different time zone. You might be working when the email goes out. And we don't want to exclude people just because of their schedule. Yeah. So we're doing it for everybody.
Yep. I mean, unless like hundreds and hundreds of people sign up, we might regret that. I don't think I'm in danger of that, or else I wouldn't say that we're doing this.
I think we can handle it, especially because we will be scheduling the calls after you complete the course.
Oh, yeah. Let me point that out. You ain't getting that until you finish the course, because mama don't give things for free unless you earn it. You got to work for it a little bit, honey.
Well, also because it's actually going to help you have a much better coaching session.
Also that, but
if you've already done a lot of the work of looking into some of the things we would do in coaching anyway, now we can take it a lot deeper in your call.
Yeah. Not that
it serves you to do that.
And just P.S., don't come to this call expecting your whole life to be figured out in an hour.
I think people have reasonable
expectations
on what we can do in 1 hour. We're not magicians, but we can do a lot in an hour.
No, we're not snake oil salesmen. Don't listen to anyone who promises that your life can change in an hour. Totally. No. But we can get through some blocks. We can get some clarity around some stuff. We can get you moving in a direction.
Definitely that.
We can decide whether or not you need more one-on-one coaching, which very well might happen for a couple of you. But either way, this is something you should take advantage of because we don't ever do this. Please don't sign up for this course, though, if you just want a free session and you have no interest in the course. That's silly.
Yeah, well, you have to do the course first. So,
well, you can't just lie to me and tell me you did it because, like, I could pop quiz you on that.
I might, well, because we're going to be coaching around the things you did in the course. So, but I trust that if you're here and you're asking the questions.
Kristen's
like,
trusting. I'm skeptical of everyone and everything. I'm sorry. I don't take nothing for granted.
Just seems like a lot of work for a single coaching call.
Listen, people are more suspicious than you give them credit for.
This is the difference between Rachel and I right here.
I know. I think everyone is sneaky and trying to.
And I'm like, no one would do that. That's
but the halfway
crazy.
Point is true between what you think and what I think.
Yeah, we're the extremes.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so if this appeals to you, link in episode description for the short course page. You can read more about it. You can go to the FAQ and get any questions you have answered. And again, code is May. That's it. It should be really easy to remember.
Super easy.
And then you'll get an introduction email from us when you sign up. She'll give you further instructions about like completing the course and redeeming your free
And then
session.
we will contact you individually about scheduling your session.
Yeah. And just to remind you that you're not doing it until you all said and done with the course. Okay. Right. All right. This was a longer intro because this is an important point we're making. So our outro will be not very long. So anyway, let's just listen to your blog. You don't need to introduce it at this point.
Yeah, you'll get it pretty quickly.
Okay, let's just hear that.
There's no such thing as a career soulmate. I've never been 100% sure how I feel about the concept of soulmates. Although the Pride and Prejudice-loving side of me wants to believe that we each have one specific soulmate who's our perfect match, I can't fully buy into the idea. Now, don't get me wrong, I wholeheartedly believe in soul connections. We've all experienced that phenomenon when you meet someone for the first time and you instantly click. It feels like you've known them forever. There's no awkward small talk, shudder, and you find yourself revealing your deepest beliefs in the first 15 minutes. Sometimes you just intuitively know that someone is right for you, whether it's as a friend, a romantic partner, a business connection, etc. And the great part about soul connections is that there's no limit on how many you can have. Hopefully you have many people in your life who you feel deeply, soulfully connected to. The part about soulmates that I can't fully get behind is the belief that there's only one person in the entire world who is your other half, and you'll never be completely happy if you don't find that person. That's a lot of pressure. And it's the same level of pressure that we put on ourselves to pick the exact right career. It's setting you up for failure. Here's what I've come to believe. There's no such thing as a career soulmate. Thinking that there's one perfect soulmate career for you, if only you could just figure it out, is extremely limiting. It's a recipe for disappointment, overanalysis, extreme doubt, and grass is greener syndrome. What I do believe, however, is that, just like in relationships, you may feel a soul connection with several different career paths. The point here is not to find the perfect profession for you. Think about it. If you decide, my passion is photography, then you never get to express your passion unless you're taking pictures. However, if you determine that you're passionate about creativity, independence, beauty, and capturing emotion through visual art, then you open up all sorts of options and possibilities to express your passion. Maybe for now, you're most attracted to photography, but that may evolve into graphic design, oil painting, interior design, or teaching art. The beauty of releasing your belief in a career soulmate is that you give yourself permission to change your mind. In the same way that some relationships flow in and out of your life, the way your career shows up will very likely change over time, too. It's simply evolution, and it's healthy and very normal. What finding your passion is really about. Figuring out your passion is not some light bulb moment when all of a sudden, aha, you discover your dream job, and then you simply do that forever and ever, amen. Instead, it's about getting to know yourself on a deeper level, seeking out a few good career options that align with those parts of yourself, and then choosing the one that feels like a good fit. For now. It's a process of getting incredibly clear on your values. Do you value autonomy or do you prefer connection? Do you feel better with predictability or do you like the possibilities that come with a little bit of risk? Do you value expertise or do you crave variety? And your strengths. What are some things that come naturally to you? Creative thinking, building relationships, thinking analytically, solving problems, keeping things organized, writing, presenting, teaching, getting along well with others. Note, only include the strengths that you actually enjoy doing. If you're good at something, but you hate it, what's the point? Also, your desires. How do you want your work to make you feel? Inspired? Alive? Connected? Proud? Impactful? Like you're learning, growing, and expanding? Like you have freedom over your time and projects? Like you're a part of something bigger that you believe in? Lastly, your non-negotiables. What are some of your deal breakers? Do you not want to commute more than 30 minutes each way? Do you want a certain amount of vacation time? Do you need flexible working hours? Will you not tolerate a micromanaging boss? Getting clear on your non-negotiables from the start means you're less likely to resent your job later on. Once you're clear on all of those aspects within yourself, then finding a great job, probably one of many equally great jobs, that you feel soulfully connected to right now becomes a natural byproduct. Note, taking the passion profile quiz and reading through your result will give you a ton of insight into each of these categories. And if you want even more guidance on how to apply them to your career, that's what the Passion Profile short course is all about. It's time to take the pressure off of yourself. Not only are most of us putting immense pressure on ourselves to find our career soulmate, but then we expect to figure it out on the first try. And when it doesn't work out the first time, then we heap on even more pressure to get it right next time, or else we consider ourselves to be repeat failures. That's exhausting. Can we all agree that putting pressure on ourselves to always have the right answer and make perfect decisions feels crappy and never works anyway? I think it's time that we all let go of our belief in career soulmates, give ourselves permission to explore our options and desires without judgment, and be open to soul connections in all forms. What do you say? Are you willing to give up on the concept of a career soulmate? Share your thoughts with me in the comments.
All right. I mean, if you're not convinced by now, I don't know what to tell you. Either it's not right for you, or you've already worked with us 8 times before and you don't need it, or you're like, this sounds great. So just do one of those things.
Well, if you've already done it before, or you've already worked with us in some way before and you don't need it, someone that you know might need it. And this might be a really good week for them to sign up because they get a whole lot more than usual when they buy this course.
Also, if you're on our email list, which you should be if you've taken the quiz, you will probably have an email in your inbox about this at this point. So you can always forward that to a friend instead of, or you can have them listen to this episode, whichever. So again, code is May. Get in a free session once you do the course. So that's going on until next Tuesday, the 21st.
Yep. If you want to not just hear us talking in your ear, but be able to talk with us in a conversation.
Wow.
Well, I hear that all the time. People are like, oh, it's like so weird to talk to you because I always hear you talking at me. If you want to be one of those people who gets to actually get one-on-one support, this would be a really interesting way to do that.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's like I'm talking to a celebrity. I'm like, this couldn't be farther from that.
I wish you saw exactly how unglamorous my life is.
My entire life, literally no part of it is glamorous or hardly interesting, really. Okay. So on that exciting note, we will see you again on Friday. We will remind you of this again a couple of times over email. We'll remind you about it on Friday. We are going to be back on Friday with a new side chat about how to overcome. I don't exactly know the title, but it's about how to overcome your most secret, stubbornest blocks. Like the trickiest ones that you just can't get over.
The ones you trip over all the time.
Yeah, we're going to talk about those bad boys on Friday.
And that one is, remember, that's a video. So if you want to watch us,
you can go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Link to that is in the episode description as well.
Yep.
Okay. We will see you on Friday.
And we'll see some of you in the Passion Profile short course.
Yeah, and in your inbox when we email you about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.